Hey guys, this time we've got Bishoujo Harley Quinn. Woot woot! Harley Quinn, I've been waiting for this one for a minute, and finally showed up at my comic shop yesterday. It's You can see the $59.99 on there. I was able to buy it locally, which I prefer to do if possible. Not only does it, you don't have to pay for shipping, but you don't have to worry about shipping either. Mailmans around here can be pretty rough on a collector. Anywho, here's the box. Nothing new about this standard Kotobukiya box. A little preview down there for Power Girl. Hopefully they don't wait too much longer before they ship her, or she's available. A couple different shots of the figure, brief description. Well, not very brief actually. The description on here seems like they're getting longer. Just basically says where Harley came from. For those who may not know, she's a carryover from the animated series, the epic, legendary Bruce Timm style or directed, whatever you want to call it, art directed anime series. That was amazing. I really liked that show. I think most people did. It was really good. Anyway, she came from that show and made her way over to the comics. Not too dissimilar from X-23. So it says that, and then it also gets into the semi-pervy little thing about in the description about how she's posed just for you, and I don't know. They always get a little creepy with it nowadays. I don't know why that is, but anyway, that's that. Nice illustration on the side there. Also, it also mentions in the description that she's sculpted by Gil, which I forget his actual name is Masahiro Takahashi. This guy, Gil, I can appreciate the nickname Gil. Masahiro Takahashi is not something I'm apt to spit out too easily, but I think Koto's found their sculptor. I think they need to stick with this guy for their future projects. He does the best job with Shunya's art, I think. The last few that he's done have all been outstanding. So looking forward to more from him. He does the Power Girl coming up too, and I'm not sure about Huntress, but hopefully that is the case. I think they also showed Shadowcat, and I'm pretty sure it looks like he's the one that did that as well. So hopefully that's the case, and we can get a whole bunch of Gil sculpted Bishoujo. Anyway, let's crack her open and take a look. So just real quick, here's the clamshell that she comes in. Her extra face is floating there, kind of creepily. I don't think creepily is a word, but that's what it looks like. Koto does this with their Bishoujos. They basically wrap them all up so that you don't get any paint transfer or scrapes, and they stay in nice shape. She also has this little plastic tag sticking off her face, I guess to let you know that you can, in fact, pull this face off. And I'm guessing also so that the paint doesn't settle on there and stick in there. So they do a good job packaging these things up, and it's a kind of a seemingly insignificant thing, but I can attest it makes a difference, and it's one of the things that Koto does that other companies don't do that I think puts them. I don't know. Koto's probably my favorite company as far as collectibles go. They seem like they are on the ball, and this is why they do stuff like this. All right, let's get this stuff off of her. All right, now here she is. She's glossy, very glossy, and unfortunately, the color is kind of betraying me on my phone a little bit. It's not bad, but this is not metallic. It is just kind of like just glossy, straight up paint. It might seem metallic the way it's maybe a little highlighted there, but it's just kind of the lights. I'm not a professional. What do you want? But the red is a little more red than it looks on here, whereas the video is making it seem a little lighter in color than it is. It's actually a little more deeper red than what's coming through here. So understand that. So man, she's really pretty cool. There is some metallic color here on these little I don't know what you call these little balls here. I know there's probably a word for them, but I can't think of what to call those. Those are metallic-ish. They do seem to be kind of reflective. But she's got there's her face that she comes with in the box. And it's kind of translucent. It's kind of like a translucent quality. You kind of see it there in the nose, which makes it look more like skin. And I guess is easy to do when you're only making a piece of plastic as big as that face is. So you can start doing some interesting things that I think they really capitalize on some opportunities with her figure being she's completely covered in clothing. There's no other skin showing on her other than her face. That you can get away with something like that. The base is fairly tall. There's a good reason for that. The mallet's pretty straightforward. It's just a matte brown paint. It has a little bit of shading on one end. I don't know if that's supposed to be like kind of like dents or what. A little more subtle in person than it is in the video, I think. Got little dings and dents in it. Not too much detail, but don't need it, really. Very cool base. I like when they do stuff like this and integrate kind of I mean, the giant mallet's pretty iconic for Harley. So, well done when it comes to this stuff. I like that. I like better than just I don't know, say a patch of dirt. Still sore about that X-23. So there's a little bit, I mean, there's not too much going on as far as like movement goes. I mean, obviously her hood, tails, I don't know what you call those, are kind of moving around a little bit. But there is in little places I didn't even notice before, especially not in the pictures like here. These little frills on her wrist there, they kind of are fanning out a little bit. You can kind of, in a direction, kind of, I don't know, denote some movement there, which is pretty cool. I mean, that kind of stuff is like icing on the cake because they don't need to do that kind of stuff. This dude, Gil, I won't attempt your real name again, is, I think, the guy for the job. It's pretty obvious. They should just stick with him, I think. Either it's him or just maybe they're using new processes or raising their standards somehow. Whatever it might be, they're on the right track. I really appreciate it. Now, mine has a little bit of scuffing here. And I don't know if I would even trip if it were not so glossy, but I don't know, her leg's kind of messed up on mine. I mean, you can see there some scratches. Some of it's reflective. You can tell, you can see the reflection of these frills there, how glossy she is. So I'm not too excited about that. I don't know if that'll come out or not. I probably just end up making it worse if I tried to buff that out. So not excited about that. Also, I noticed there are these little paint blotches. You can see them there. There's like 3 of them. And I don't appreciate that. I don't need that in my life. But from a distance like that, unless you're right up on it, you're not going to notice that stuff. Not too big a deal. I'm okay with that. I mean, I'd prefer it was perfect, but what are you going to do? So, on the bottom here, this is really cool. You get this little box. Do you see? Sticking out the bottom there. What's in the box? I'll show you what's in the box, sucker. Oops. Oh, come on now. Just wanted to show you in the box. Nothing creepy about that. This is the storage, obviously, for her other face. That's a good idea. I appreciate that. As a consequence, you get this little thick base, but that's okay. I like that I'm not going to have to keep this in a package somewhere. You can get to it. You want to swap them out. You don't have to go digging through your boxes if you keep them, or wherever you might have stuck this extra face. So having it with the figure is a great thing. Maybe no, I was going to say maybe the end of the mallet here can pop off and there's a face, and then you can have a thinner base. That's what I would do. Take that, Koto, in your face. That's free. All right, that one was, you're welcome. So her face has come off. I haven't really been able to get it off any other way but just squeezing from both sides and then out. But there you go. The magnet, I believe, is here, and I believe these are just metal. I don't know if that makes any difference to anyone, but I figured I'd mention it. There are her two faces. Ooh, hey. Oh. I don't know what my problem is. I apologize. So you can see they're the same face, same sculpt, just different material used. And I say different material because it's more than just paint. It's the plastic itself is different. This is a more closer to flesh color, but still very pale plastic that has a little translucent property to it that makes it look more like skin. And then this obviously is just white plastic. I don't know which one I like better, honestly. They're both well done, plenty of detail on both of them, and I don't know. But here's the white face. That's weird. Just gotta get it set just right. There it is. So the white face looks good too. I dig it. So, I don't know which one I'm going to keep on her. I don't know, man. It's a toss-up. I kind of wish that there was one I liked more than the other. I wish they had done this with X-23. She would have benefited from having an extra pop-off face. But I love this idea. The magnets, the storing in the base and all that stuff. Great stuff. I'm very happy about that. I think I like the flesh one better. I don't know. Not sure. Well, I'll let this one stay on for a while and see how I like it. So that stores right in there. Bam. Not very secure. I don't know. I'm not getting it in there right somehow. That's it. It just sets in there. Now, I have the Christy Montero Tekken Bishoujo, and she has a base that comes apart. It separates, and you can put in different inserts. And that base does not mesh well. Like the two pieces don't go together very well. And if you pick it up, the bottom falls out, and the insert isn't quite right. It's kind of, I don't know. It needs to be precise, and it isn't. I don't know if this is going to be problematic for some people. It's kind of a tenuous fit inside there. I can imagine this thing falling out pretty easily, but hopefully it doesn't become a problem for anyone. Mine is a little iffy, but it holds. So, not too bad. So, it's pretty good. Alright, then, naturally, gotta have her with the Gotham Sirens, right? Of course, obligatory. Obligationatory. So she looks good. She fits right in with the other girls. They're all on the same scale. Thank baby Jesus. If you position her just right, she can cop a feel on Catwoman. Accident? I don't think so. Koto, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, there they are. There's your Gotham Sirens. Yeah, that's a nice trio to have completed. Koto, good on you for doing so. I like Harley. I'm partial to her. I've always liked her since the animated series, and I don't know that I like her more than Catwoman. I definitely like her more than Poison Ivy. Poison Ivy, by the way, I never did a review for her, but I just want to show off her hair. Her hair is like pretty impressive. It's massive. She's just got this big thing of hair. Also, I wanted to show you her hair behind a light. Like if you go, I don't know how well that's going to come through. Let's do this. So her hair is translucent but painted. I like this. I think this is the way to go for hair, both translucent and painted, instead of just translucent colored plastic. I like the translucent painted hair, and Ivy here's got like the best hair so far in all of these Bishoujos. Miss Marvel's hair is good. I think Ivy's is better. So I guess that's about it. There's, oh, jeez. Excuse me. There we are. We're back. I think that's about it. I don't know that there's much else I need to kind of go over with her. You can see the size comparisons there if you have either of these figures. She is a 1/7 scale figure like the rest, and fits in quite well. I really dig this figure a lot. So here she is, faithfully recreated. She's good and curvy, as you would expect the Bishoujo figures to be. Nothing too surprising. There's nothing to disappoint me. Mine has a couple of quality control issues. Hopefully they can get a grip on that going forward. But other than that, I mean, you can tell this is a very well-made figure. I'm happy to have it. Her head's a little wider than I realized it would be. See, I don't know if you can tell there. Let's see, let's do... I don't know. Trying to get a good look at her ears. They bulge out a little bit. Maybe a little too much. Maybe not. I don't know. I guess maybe that could boil down to preference. Some people like them big ears. I don't care for them. Alright, I just wanted to squeeze in one other thing here. She comes with these instructions, and I thought it was funny, the obviously translated sentence. Not bad, but just it's very Japanese sounding. You can display Harley with either the flesh-colored face or white makeup by using interchangeable magnetic parts. That's fine. Please store unused face part in the receptacle in the base. I don't know. And there it is. Looking at you from inside the base. I just thought that was funny. I wanted to sneak it in. Alright, that's it. No point in rambling on anymore. I think you've seen enough. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe and like and all that good stuff. Go and run and tell your mama. Your mom, go, Mom, look at this Bishoujo review. It's awesome. And then she'll be disappointed that she's raised such a creature. But, you know, while she's being disappointed, tell her, hey, you like being disappointed? Come subscribe to this channel. And then I'll have one more subscriber, and I appreciate it. All right, y'all. Take it easy. Thanks.